Good afternoon. My name is Beijing Ramos, and as the class of 2019 Vice President, I have the privilege of opening our graduation ceremony for the Norview High School graduating class of 2019. At this time, the Norview High School NJROTC will present the color guard. Traditionally, the color guard that performs at the graduation is from the graduating class for the next school year. This year's color guard consists of Joel Villaflor, Deron Small, Cody Wilson, and Ryan McDowell, all from the national champion ARM exhibition team and the graduating class of 2020. Please stand for the presentation of colors and remain standing for the singing of our national anthem performed by our Norview High School senior chorus members, led by Miss Sarah Tillman, our chorus director. You may be seated. Please join me in welcoming our 2019 class president, Gregory Dozier.
Welcome, school board members, Dr. Boone, administrators, distinguished guests, faculty and staff, family and friends, and most importantly, the class of 2019. My name is Gregory Dozier, and as the class of 2019 senior class president, it is my honor to introduce the principal of Norview High School. Mr. Brower has enjoyed a vibrant career in education, spending 18 years as a social studies teacher and basketball coach. In 2011, he joined Norfolk Public Schools as an assistant principal. In his 4 years before coming to Norview High School, Mr. Brower led Norview Middle School to full accreditation. Since coming to Norview High School, U.S. News and World Report has recognized Norview as one of the top high schools in Virginia for outstanding student achievement, and the Washington Post has recognized Norview for the second year in a row as one of the most challenging high schools in the United States. Please join me in welcoming our principal, Mr. Walter Brower, Jr.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Good afternoon. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for the Norview High School class of 2019. Please join me in welcoming our superintendent, Dr. Melinda Boone, School Board Chairman, Dr. Noel Gabriel, Chief Academic Officer, Mrs. Jacqueline Chavis, Executive Director for Secondary Schools, Mr. John Coleman. I would also like to welcome our distinguished guests in Section 111, School Board members, Mr. Carlos Clanton, Ms. Tanya Basine, Ms. Lauren Campson, Mr. Rodney Jordan, Ms. Adele Martin, Ms. Christine Smith, and our student school board representative, Mr. Jalen Mitchell. Cabinet members, administrators, other distinguished guests, welcome. Looking at these blue robes, I must say that you take my breath away. Leadership, literacy, rigor, and innovation create what we see here today, some of whom I remember being in blue polos at Norview Middle School. So I think of the innovative senior projects, AP exams, college and scholarship applications, and of course, Grad Point. Our breathtaking 4x100 relay team that won the state championship, our championship cheerleaders, amazing performing arts, Dodson scholars, and the continued national recognition for our NJROTC program. Thank you. Yes, give them a round of applause. This school year, I've seen students working diligently in our career development program. One of my favorite students, she interned in the clinic, taught me CPR, and took my blood pressure on some stressful days. I was proud to see a young man presented at a botillion. We had engineering students who sent an object into space. And then students like these sitting next to me, one attending Virginia Tech, two future mechanical engineers. And I'm so proud of this young man, Mr. Camille Whitby. This young man was named the Jack Kent Cook Scholar, Ron Brown Scholar, and also received the Gates Millennium Scholarship. So class of 2019, I leave you with a quote. Life is not measured by the breaths we take, but by the moments that take your breath away. Class of 2019, you have truly taken my breath away.
Welcome, school board members, Dr. Boone, administrators, distinguished guests, faculty and staff, family and friends, and all of my fellow classmates of the class of 2019. I would like to introduce our first student speaker, my friend, Bernard Denton. Throughout his entire high school career, Bernard has been striving to maintain his tranquil lifestyle while getting outstanding grades. Bernard has participated in VAST, an intensive aerospace program consisting of an online course portion and a one-week residential summer academy, where his research and teamwork skills were put to the test. Bernard has also volunteered for over 100 hours at the Norfolk Public Library and has committed countless hours to practicing his violin. Bernard is graduating from the Leadership Center for the Sciences and Engineering program and will be going to UVA this fall. Please join me in welcoming Bernard Denton.
Good afternoon, school board members, Dr. Boone, administrators, distinguished guests, faculty and staff, family and friends, and the reason we're here today, the class of 2019. So I Googled how to be the valedictorian, and I got led to a WikiHow article. The title was How to Become Valedictorian in 15 Steps, with pictures. I followed all 15 of those steps perfectly, and well, you can see how that turned out. Yep, second, no third, nope, fourth place. But the reason I mention this is because it reminds me of an idea about failure. Specifically, the idea that failure is only as bad as you let it be. You can either choose to wallow in your grief after failing, or you can use that failure as a stepping stone to propel yourself even further. An example of this would be when I went to go get my learner's permit and ended up failing the test by one question. You can imagine my shock when I saw the score and realized that I only needed one more question to pass. I mean, you succeed in all these classes in high school, such as calculus, physics, and US history, only to lose to a test on driving. But afterwards, I'm glad to say that I didn't spend that much time going through the 5 stages of grief. I didn't worry too much about it and kept my head up and managed to pass that test, eventually. The best thing about failure is that when you fail, you're given the chance to learn new things to improve yourself and work towards your next success. One day I came to school late by a couple minutes. Unfortunately, it was the wrong place, wrong time, because there happened to be a hall sweep going on, and before I knew it, I got hit with that fat Saturday detention. Zero tolerance policy, by the way. And this was a new failure for me. Never experienced anything like it. But from this new failure, I learned 2 important lessons. One being to always get to school on time. The other lesson is that if you're going to be late to school, just don't show up. But the point is that failure isn't something to be avoided at all costs. It's something that should be accepted if it happens, because getting past it allows you to become stronger and more likely to succeed. So class 2019, understand that failure happens for a reason and should be embraced with open arms. Thank you. At this time, I am honored to introduce one of the most exceptional members of the class of 2019, who I have the pleasure of calling friend. Throughout his time at Norview, Camille Whitby has participated in several honor societies, as well as FIRST Robotics. This year, he served as the mechanical team captain of the robotics team and as president of the Spanish Honor Society. He was awarded the Ron Brown Scholarship, the Jack Kent Cook Scholarship, and Gates Scholarship. He will attend MIT in the fall on a full scholarship and plans to major in mechanical engineering. Please join me in welcoming our 2019 Salutatorian, Camille Whitby.
Good afternoon. my name is Camille Whitby, and I am truly blessed to have this opportunity to address our teachers, parents, staff, guests, Dr. Boone, school board members, Mr. Brower, and of course, the Norview High School class of 2019. This day fittingly recognizes a critical milestone in our lives, and I could not have a more joyous feeling. But it's not about the diploma. It's about the wealth of experiences I've had, the goodness of God's grace and mercy, and my appreciation for the actions of individuals that have enabled me to reach this point. Anyone who took a glance at my roots would certainly not have envisioned me here on this stage. They would not have envisioned any of the awards I've received or that I'd be attending one of the most prestigious universities in the world. My past is filled with obstacles, but I'm not the only one here who has overcome adversity to get here. There's no contest today as to who has lived the most difficult life. We've all been through struggles and have faced challenges, some too personal or just not appropriate to mention here. But I hope my words will inspire you and help you know that you are not alone. There was a period in my life when I did not know where I was going to lay my head that night, or whether or not I would be safe. Doctors have told me that my vision could deteriorate to the point of total blindness. These experiences are part of my story. Maybe your experience was difficult like mine. Maybe you suffer silently because your home situation is so difficult and complex that confiding in even your closest friends and teachers could have made things worse for you. But this day is proof that you are strong and that you are not alone. When I felt that I had reached my limits and could not go a single step further, I found that I could rise because I've done it before. I found that I could rise because God has been my source of strength, joy, and peace. This is my motivation. Getting to this moment was too important for me to give up. This moment was too important for me not to sacrifice every ounce of energy within me. Like many of you, I wanted to have something better for myself and to secure something better for my future children. We all have the power to fight vicious cycles of poverty, absentee parenthood, and every other issue that plagues our society. As you go forward into the next chapter of your lives, my fellow graduates, understand that anything worth doing is going to be challenging. Challenges show us our true selves, and often we exceed our own expectations. From challenges, we learn how to become better. Don't shy away from difficulty. If there's a mountain in your way, command it to move. If it will not move, climb it. Because if your purpose is worth doing, then getting to that next point on the other side will be worth the journey. Whatever these past 4 years have been for you, take the difficult moments and learn from them, and take the happy moments and cherish them. The world awaits you and your unique talents. To the class of 2019, each of you is needed somewhere. Go and fulfill your purpose. Thank you.
Good afternoon, school board members, Dr. Boone, administrators, distinguished guests, faculty and staff, family and friends, and all of my fellow classmates in the class of 2019. My name is Madison Valentine, and it is my honor to introduce our next student speaker in the class of 2019 valedictorian, my best friend, Marciana Costello. Marciana is an extremely focused and hardworking member of the class of 2019, and she completed all the requirements of the Leadership Center for the Sciences and Engineering program. Marciana has won international awards for her competition in Kung Fu, and she loves participating in the Strolling Silver Strings Orchestra. While at Norview, she has participated on the field hockey team, the cross-country team, the tennis team, the Scholastic Bowl team, serving as captain for both field hockey and tennis. She has volunteered every summer serving students throughout Norfolk as a counselor at the City of Norfolk Summer Leadership Camp. She completed her 4 years at Norview with more than 900 hours of volunteer service. Marciana is not only a strong student athlete, but she also served as an officer for the Spanish Honor Society, the LCSC Advisory Board, the National Honor Society, and she was on Senior Class Council. Marciana was named an AP Scholar of Distinction, completing all the requirements of the AP Capstone Diploma. She was selected as the captain of the Scholastic Achievement Team, recognized by the Virginian Pilot. In the fall, Marciana will study neuroscience at Virginia Tech. I am so proud of my best friend. Please join me in welcoming our valedictorian, Marciana Costello.
Good afternoon, school board members, Dr. Boone, administrators, distinguished guests, faculty and staff, family and friends, and of course, the class of 2019. Congratulations, we did that. We made it to the most anticipated day of the last 4 years, and I think it's pretty obvious that everyone surrounding us here today is proud of us for making it here. Today, I want to do something a little different. Rather than only celebrating our successes, I would like to take this as an opportunity to celebrate the resiliency that comes from failure. Throughout high school, failure has come in a variety of shapes and sizes for all of us. Whether it be failing that test you studied all week for, losing the game that could have qualified the team for regionals, or even experiencing a heartbreak. We've all been there. We live in a society that glamorizes success and shuns failure. I, myself, am guilty of this. Standing before you all today, I am viewed as smart. But to get good grades, I have often guessed the answer choice C on my tests more than I'd like to admit. And I hide the fact that I've gotten rejection letters from 40 scholarships and 4 colleges. Yeah, I keep count. I even got a 25 on one of my AP chemistry tests that I studied for, and that was a 25 curved, which means I technically got a raw 7% on that test. My mom once told me, if you're going to do something, you might as well do it with 100% effort. This has been my mindset throughout high school. So when faced with rejection and failure, it has been difficult to essentially be told that my best effort was not good enough. But being told this does have its benefits. It made me want to dig deep, fight back, and prove my worth even more, which has allowed me to persevere and make the most out of whatever situation I am put in. I don't talk enough about the fact that I owe my success to my family, most specifically my grandparents, who sacrificed everything to immigrate to America. To ensure my family a better life. Just a few weeks ago, I had the privilege of visiting my grandparents' country of the Philippines. This experience made me appreciate the journey of working towards success through perseverance even more. The disparity between the higher and the lower class in the Philippines was alarming. My family is pretty fortunate as I was able to stay in a sturdy, air-conditioned house during my visit, but others are not as lucky, living in homes that were essentially piles of trash. The streets were full of children wearing tattered clothing, and I even saw a woman changing her baby's diaper on the side of the road. But every person I saw, no matter rich or poor, worked incredibly hard, no matter their situation. Whether it was cooking fish balls in their cart, attempting to sell their items at the market, or driving around their jeepney, they did their jobs fiercely and unwaveringly, not fearing the possibility of failure. Witnessing this grit and determination showed me that I needed to live more fearlessly and realize that I too have the resiliency to take what I am given and excel when faced with difficulty. Visiting the Philippines allowed me to view my approach to failure in a different perspective, and I thank my parents and grandparents for giving me the opportunity for the experience. As we all venture into our separate paths in the future, it is important for everyone to know that our response to failure, our resiliency, is the most important indicator of our success. Remember your strength and remember that there will always be more opportunities in the future. Good luck on the rest of your journeys, class of 2019, and congratulations again. Thank you.
Good evening. It is with great pleasure that I announce this year's Scholarship Award total. The students of Norview High School, class of 2019, have earned a total of $23,670,409 in scholarship offers. Great job, class of 2019, for your hard work.
The moment you've all been waiting for. At this time, I will begin awarding diplomas. I ask respectfully that you hold your applause so that each name may be heard. Dr. Boone, Dr. Gabriel, Ms. Chavis, and Mr. Coleman, please join me. Students on stage and first row, please stand.
Marciana Costello. Camille Whitby. Bernard Vu Nguyen Din. Mildred Paula Santana. Madison Alexandra Valentine. Benjamin Diane Piscasio Ramos. Gregory Christian Bernard Dozier, Jr. Joseph Manuel Cardoza. Tyron Redvers Coley. Destiny Monet Christie. Rahima Williford. Joseph Carl Howe. Joshua Daniel Howe. John Casey Scott. Ethan Day O'Rourke. Destiny Rose Finn. Kayasia Sade Parker. Nicole Alexandria Bracey. Angel Marjay Yates. Kanaja Constantine Brown. Devar Devante Brickhouse. Troy Anthony Dunaway. Dylan Michael Garcia. Michael Alexander Cohen. DeMarcus Javon Abney. Deontay Jovan Abney. Shania Dorothy China Abraham. R.G. Renz Cabalan Acosta. Zanea Lynn Adderley. Deterius Latrell Allen. Yazin Alyamenye. Rhea Lynn Amasa Amampang. Vanessa Suwense Amaya. Jarrell Anderson. Kalila Amira Nequel Anderson. Lauren Sierra Anderson Davis. Mariana Bishabe Arguenta. Allison Michelle Arnold. Desire Brene Denson. Glendale Quensa Matasegan. Yanessa Yelin Zara. Jessica Ann Hopper. Caitlin Starr Wise. Imani Naisha Smith. Marva Lynn Crosby.
Jessica Lynn Walsh. Alana Shermaine Knight. Kayla Rain White. Savannah Ellen Marie Hasty. Michael Jamal Arnold. Bobby Tiana Lanice Askew. Nakaya Marie Askew. Daquan Marquise Ayers. Marquise Kipkino Bailey Jr. Samanti Kayla Baker. Tiana Nashe Baker.
Remember how I told you?
Zanaya Lee Baker. Tavon Shakis Elijah Bandy. Elijah Jamil Banks. Amarius Santreon Barker. Hunter Sherwood Barnes. Kenya Latanya Barnes. Ryan Isaac Barnhill. Robert Paul Barnstable III. Somaya Janae Barrington. Denaya Nevea Beal. Samaya Nevea Beal. Nathaniel Robert Bean. Leanne Virginia Beecher.
Last name Bellin. Jordan Cameron Bellin.
Jordan Cameron Bellin. Angela Shakira Bello. Christopher Elijah Bell Robinson. Catherine Alejandra Benitez. Jakayla Ray Blackshear. Timothy William Blake. Hayden William Blevins. Edward Aaron Boffman Jr. Naheem Askea is John Boggs. Cameron Floyd Bonner. Shayla Monique Boone. Yancy Boteo Canas. Briela Raylan Bolin. Shakia Rayvon Branch. Jaquail Rashad Braswell. Brianna Amani Brickhouse. Antoine Larment Brown. Brandy Nicole Brown. Samara Lakeisha Bryant. Shamara Alicia Bryant. Leon David Brzezinski III.
Ashton Michael Burke. Alexis Cesare Burnham. William Charles Bushway Jr. Alicia Leonal Bynum. Raekwon Jerome Birdsong. Ma Christelle Erica Mayor Kabalnig. Jennifer Vanessa Campos. Richard Lamont Canty. Jada Renee Cantrell. Kiana Miranda Carr. Courtney Joe Carter. Tashara Lamagna Carter. Luis Alberto Castilla. Christopher Ray Caton. Mark Thomas Chappelle. Roberto Andres Cintron Sanchez. Jacqueline Mary Virginia Clark. Isaiah Tejuan Coxum. Nicholas Benjamin Cofield. Macy Elizabeth Allen. Janiyah Lachey Cohens. Elijah Lamar Cole. China Alexandra Collins. Sean Jaleel Collins. Megan Nicole Komar. Anaya Inez Nishay Cook. Oliver Elliott Copeland. Frederick James Kaspelich. Zaisha Adaya Cox. Brenna Carol Craig. Candice Aaliyah Kroom. Tiana Danielle Curry. Richard Alexander Zherniak. Huang Hai Deng. Capri Arne Darden. Samuel Michael Darden. Dehalia Alicia Davenport. Kiera Marie Davenport. Donovan Patrick Davis.
Erin Marie Davis. Romeo Cantrell Davis. India Alexandra Dawson. Carlo Jornation Diaz. Evelyn Andia Diaz Cruz. Dominique Deshawn Dickens. Haven Ray Dickinson. Tania Imani Dixon. Shayna Renee Dooley. Carlton Jarrell Drawn. Keontae Naheem Dudley. Spring Promise Drummond. Sheree Aisha Denise Durham. Parker Allen Durnell. Peyton Philip Durnell. Jean Aglanarina. Latavia Nicole Edmonds. Talia Amani Edmonds. Larry Edwards Jr. Seth Gabriel Eggers. Cole Scott Ellis. Shatreasure Azoria Evans. Julie Ann Fenmore. Kaylee Margaret Fernandez. Sade Talisha Fleshbart. Tyrese Lamont Fleming. Rushonda and Jara Fletcher. Caleb Demetrius Foreman. Kiesia Monet Fortson. Carrie Bernard Freeman. Wendy Mariela Fuentes. Keelani Jemiah Fulbright. Kalijah Isaiah Furman. Jacqueline Edward Latron Gaynor. Serenity Sharon Gaines. Bianca Joy Galido. Johan Misael Torres Garcia. Marissa Noel Garcia. Shavon Kyrell Gardner. Cassio Gazarorsky. Jasmine Micaiah Gaylord. Diamond Lavon Gill. Micaiah Amani Gilliam. Emily Sarah Gracia.
Terry Montrell Gray, Jr. Dorian Green. Michael Quavan Gregory. Chloe Catherine Griffin. Monet Monisha Grimes. Kaylin Dawn Grimm. Donique Maria Grosset. Catherine Bevan Gunn. Ruhan Hamid. Lillian May Hamilton. Christian Hanka. Kiera Monet Harrell. Giovanni Anthony Harris. Kennedy Shea Harris. Antonio Andre Harrison. Dinah Celine Harrison. Griffin Alexander Hamilton Harrison. Shalasia Monet Hawkins. Paige Christina Hawthorne. Trayvon Kentrell Hayes. Jacob Edward Helfin. Jennifer Jacille Gradiz Henriquez. Kaylin Christine Heron. Lonnie Haywood Hicklin. Shamia Kiana Hicks. Jada Marie Holland. Willie Lee Holly. Tequila Sharita Holmes. Summer Alexandria Holt. Brene Irene Layla Houston. Alonzo Montez Howard. Mackenzie Nicole Huffman. Justin Taylor Hughes. Tamaris Ramir Hughes. Jamisha Denise Humphrey. Nazarene Nicole Hunter. Averson Mauricio Irahita Chacon. Ellery Grace Jacobs. Brandon Kyle James Jr. Jarrison Anais Jonas James.
David Warren Jefferson III. Marissa Mai Jokum. Aaron Gregory Johnson. Aiden Jack Johnson. Daniel Michael Johnson. Deneria LaKayla Johnson. Jada Renee Johnson. Jake Jamel Johnson. Keyshawn Tavon Johnson. Zachary James Johnson. Dejana Antoinette Jones. Shavante Alize Jones. Zadarius Marquise Vermel Jones. Jaden G. Jordan. Shamar Assad Joseph. Kyle Christopher Joyner. Asan Kearney. Kamari Amani Keese. Mykira Darlene Najee Kelly. Jaden Amir Kelly. Jamar DeAndre Keys. Jamel DeAndre Keys. Malik Edward King. Atherton Deal Coolman. Courtney Autumn LaChance. Tara Kyrie Lake. Shania Janet Lamb. Lauren Taylor Ann Lane. Genevieve Mercedes Latham. Asia Lachey Lee. Kevin Isaiah Lee. Roniel Nicholas Lee. Christian Justin Lewis. Lawrence David Lennar. Alan Lee. Saquon Timothy Lincoln. Zaquan Jermaine Lincoln. Alexis Amani Lindsay. Brian Christopher Litchfield.
Deasia Danielle Akira Little. Jakai Jamar Littlejohn. Robert Edward Lynn. David Mario Mack Jr. Nataya Aaliyah Manning. Anthony Dante Manuel. Rachel Eileen Marsh. Nakaya Andrea Mason. Nicholas Armani Lee Mason. Mackenzie Rianne Mayhew. Quentin Wendell Mayo Jr. Daquan Luciano McCullough. Shanika Nicole McCullough. Derica Alicia McCullum. Dason Jesse James McDaniels. James Franklin McFadden II. Brianna Danielle McIntosh. Jaden Wayne McIntosh. Elijah Cannon McKinney. Sarah Rose Mahalko. Gideon Glendale Dar Macia. Cassie Jean Mayer. Tiandre Rayvon Minor. Jimmy Mirador Jr. Brittany Louise Mitchell. Sosu Boris Montant. Nicole Regadon Montez. Danielle Denise Moore. Miguel Ruiz Moore. Dylan Lamar Morse. Tyrell Nasir Moses. Andrew Thomas Muse. Richard Lee Nielsen. Tuan Nok Nguyen. Ezra Eve Norton. Ashley Marie Norton Elliott. Nika Marie Amandon. Imani Ononkwe. Giselle Rosemary Ortega. Marlon Ned Ortega Cruz. Stanley Ogale Williams Otoro. Kelsey Lynn Utsi Askew. Jermaine Marquise Owens. Bakari Mishek Parker.
Curtis Orlando Parker III. Bradley Stephen Patterson. Demetrius Denine Patton Jr. Zahira Payton. Alexis Dominique Pepper. Destiny Jean Perea. Johnny Perez Perez. Rayvon Michael Perez. Ayana Zyquea Perry. Wilson Perry Jr. Alberta May Person. Tavion Samad Peters. Michael Joseph Petito. Michaela Karen Pettis. Kennedy Bianca Phillips. Amanda Justine Platt. Igor Pankratov. John Seth Porras. Tatiana Isabella Portillo. Dylan Tyler Quayles. William Reese Quattrochi. Stephanie? Yes. What was the last one? Jennifer Stephanie Quispe. Terry Diane Ramos. Jakaya Akira Randall. Kayla Marie Rarick. Alyssa Sydney Rawls. Elena Marie Richards. Keisha Marie Ricks. Keyshawn Dimitri Ricks. Deniselyn Turnique Riddick. Jada Nicole Riddick. Yareli Rios. Jasmine Amani Rivera. Maria Nelly Paulina Rivera. Kishayla Tamia Roberts. Osaze Xavier Roberts. Jyshawn Terrell Robinson. Jonquia Essence Rogers. Thad Elliott Roebuck. Antonio Lawrence Rory. Tayon Antoine Ruffin. Joshua Marquise Ruffin. Jaylene Dios Runyon. Lucito Cruz Santana III. Susana Santos. Jason Saunders. Caitlin Drum Schechter. Savannah Corin Schwab. Quiana Monet Scott. Vashawn Nicole Sharp. Tyshawn Lamar Sinclair. Shanika Natasha Skinner. Alexis Marie Slade. Lovely Andrea Smith. Miranda Brooke Smith. Nadia Andrea Smith. Quentin Eugene Smith. Riley Michaela Smith. Xavier Franchot Smith. Alexander Dade Smolinski. Jared Christian Solomon. Devontae Taylor Spellman. Anaya Noel Spence. Anaya Latoya Monet Spencer. Tyrell Lamont Spencer. Nataya Takima Staten. Jacinda Denise Stevens. Eric Christopher Stevens. Matthew Scott Stewart. Robert Christian Steele Jr. Jaden Jovan Smith. Randisha Savarin Stone. Michael Ryan Story Jr.
Kylie Elizabeth Suheko. Megan Ray Sullinger. Sophia Isabella Summers. Faith Nicole Tennis. Brittany Danielle Taylor. Michael Anthony Taylor. Brandon Turan. Bryce Allen Thacker. Jeremiah Rosen Thomas. Dylan Thomas Thorpe. Naya Blair Tolbert. Philip Servando Toro. Aiden Connor Tredinick. Van Michael Tubbs. Jada Elizabeth Turner. Matthew Christopher Ulrich. Danielle Nicole Uransky. Tori Jean Van Fausen. Chelsea Abigail Salas Vaquera. John Ronald Edward Wade III. Chase William Wallace. Curtis Micah Washington. Precious Cassandra Washington. Caleb Sebastian Waters. Krista Brianna Weber. Kayla Marie Weber. Jenna Renee Wheeler. Katera Michelle White Hamilton. Ian Whitehurst. Noah Worth Whitford. Sade Denise Whitley. Shania Lachey Opal Whitney Morrow. Tiana Zariah Wiggins. Alexandria Mercedes Williams. D'Angelo Dupree Williams. Jacob Michael Williams. Markel Keyshawn Williams. Monica Ann Williams. Jaden Terrell Wilson. Travion Jaquan Wilson. Andreas Demetrius Winfield. Shakira Ariana Winslow. Quinteric Dijon Isaiah Woodard. John Thomas Wright. Cami Milani Wyatt. Shania Monique Wyke. Gabriela Lisbeth Mahia. Chloe Isabella Rawls. Luis Enrique Jimenez. Ryan Carter Townley. Hannah Lynn Young. Camry Tilley.
Candidates for graduation, please stand. Dr. Boone, please join me at the podium. As principal of Norview High School, I certify that these candidates have met all the requirements and guidelines outlined by the Commonwealth of Virginia.
Mr. Brower, members of the administrative team, faculty, staff, parents, family, and most importantly, the class of 2019. Good afternoon. I have just one thought to share with you today, words that were spoken by actress Kerry Washington. Your life is your story. The adventure ahead of you is the journey to fulfill your own purpose and potential. Don't let anyone or anything stand in your way. On behalf of Norfolk Public Schools, I proudly accept Norview High's graduating class of 2019. And by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the school board of the city of Norfolk, with all the rights, honors, and privileges thereto pertaining, I hereby declare this class of 2019 graduates of Norfolk Public Schools. Congratulations.
Let's move our tassels from right to left, signifying that you are a high school graduate. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Norview High School class of 2019.